Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. Social scientist, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people, and I've asked you to make me President of the United States of America. And I got a little bit more information for you today. I'd like to share with you and let you know with some additional information why I want to be your President of the United States. I want to be President of the United States as an effort to save you from yourselves and from your government. You see, what I have determined, ladies and gentlemen, based upon my own experience, is that the United States government is Satan's government. Now, before I get you upset, I want you to know that all governments on the face of the earth are Satan's government. But I don't have time to talk about all of those. I got my hands full right here talking about the United States of America. America is Satan's government. And when I say Satan, I'm not talking about somebody with some fingers up like this. I'm not talking about some Baphomet. I'm not talking about somebody with a big tail, a big horn, all the ugly stuff. I'm talking about individuals whose hearts and spirit is conditioned to do evil and cause evil and pain and suffering for other individuals. That's what I'm talking about, and that's what the United States government is ran by. There's no doubt about it. And the reason that the United States government is like it is, it has the support of the demonic spirits that are in, or should I say that is in, the American people. The American people are filled with demonic spirits. Now what am I saying? I'm saying that most Americans are concerned about themselves. If it doesn't affect me, I don't give a heck. That's what they say. If it's for me, I'm for it. I don't care if it don't work for you. That's demonic spirits. And it is those spirits that confuse you, clog your conscience. You say your conscience, let your conscience be your guide. Nah, this is clogged. And you allow satanic spirits that are worse, much worse than yours. I'm talking about a nation that is totally under corruption, being brought down all of the moral standards that it has ever held. We've always been a nation ruled by Satan, like other nations are ruled by Satan, as I mentioned earlier. But some of these nations got people in them so strong in the spirit of love, so strong in the spirit of compassion, that Satan has not taken over control presently as he's doing in America today. However, I must confess that in times past, Satan has taken over these countries. But for some strange reason, they seem to be having a rebirth that is being re-killed. And so I'm saying these things to you, ladies and gentlemen, because it is time that we speak out on this. You got, when I say the government is satanic, what am I saying? I'm saying that the three branches of government, the legislative, I'm talking about Congress, Satan runs that place. I'm talking about the executive. I'm talking about Barack Obama and his crew. Satan runs that thing. I'm talking about the judiciary. Those justices, Satan's spirit is all over that place. Now that doesn't mean that somebody doesn't have a little compassion in it, but it's not enough. Because this nation is being driven straight on to its abyss. And what else is happening? The church. The church, you know what you think the church is supposed to be. But the church is another tool that is used to sanctify and set aside the people of the world to listen to Satan. To listen to Satan. In fact, I have said in times past that the church was on the path to hell. And the government is on the path to hell. And the American nation is on the path to hell. The government, it attacks you in every way. You find Satan in those three branches of government that I mentioned. You find Satan in your education system. You find Satan in your healthcare system. You find Satan in your economic system that you've been devised. Satan is all over the place, tearing you down. The CIA, Satan. The FBI, Satan. Police department, Satan. I know they was established to make some people think that they were doing a little for you, serve and protect. No. That was just how they got you in. And everything right now that's going on is designed to screw you. Look here, 9/11, the biggest lie ever told in America. The biggest lie ever told in America, and American people believe it. The war in Iraq, set up by Satan. The war in Afghanistan, set up by Satan. all of this, everything that's happening, ladies and gentlemen, everything that's happening is ran by Satan. Now, you might, for some of you good people or people who think you're good, who are citizens, you might have some little goodness in you, some kindness in you. I got some little goodness and some kindness in me. Apparently, I got more than most of you because I'm trying to ask you if you will allow me. And I say allow. See, here's what happened. The devils, whether it's George Bush, his dad, or Bill Clinton, what's his other lady name? Mrs. Clinton, whatever. Whoever you get in that office. Why? These people work for Satan. And they have proven that they were more satanic than you. Some of you would do the same things. In fact, if you became president or if you got in these offices, you would do exactly what the people are in them doing today. You might not have intended for it to happen that way, but you would do it. And if you got in by flukes, you'd stay in for a little while. When there's no threat of what you're doing, you become threatening. You will not be winning elections, or you will be put out of there. So what am I saying? I'm saying to you that leaders, what you have put before you, Cheney, Rumsfeld, all these guys, whoever leads the CIA, whoever heads the FBI, whoever is over the Council of Foreign Relations, whoever the Trilateral Commission, the Bilderberg Group, all of these people, when you start thinking about the devil, I'd like you to look at that pyramid, with that all-seeing eye on the top of it, with those 13 steps and ladders that you got to go up to, all the secret societies, whatever they are. I don't care if they're in your colleges. Try high Y. Try high Y's in high school. I remember that one real good. All of them are designed endingly to take you straight down this path, to dump you off in death because they're planning on killing you. You got politicians, major politicians in this country and other countries, and all they're talking about is killing you through vaccinations, killing you through tests that doesn't mean anything, killing you through the food that they have prepared for you to eat, and while they take seeds and hide them, natural seeds, and hide them so when they say things have gotten right and they don't have to try to generically make this food, then they can go back and use the good stuff for them. Or they might be even using the good stuff for them now, growing it in a separate place. But what we're getting is a little chicken that's grown this big. His wings were like this. Now his wings about that darn big. And you say, whoa, I'm getting more meat for my money. I can feed my family now. And look at you. You're going out there going to work every day, 5 days a week, 40 hours a week. For a little old penny change, you don't have time to spend with your family. You don't have time to enjoy your life. You're just working. And you're not really working for the man. You're just working to stay busy so you can't think. Working to stay busy so you can be lost. Now, I say I want to be your president because I don't want that to happen anymore. I don't want that to happen. I want to fight for you. What I mean by fight for you, I don't mean going and fighting against those boys. I couldn't win that battle. All I need you to do is to change your heart, to change your mind, to change your spirit, and start standing for what is right, start standing for what is proper, start standing for what is good. And if you don't know what that is, you start standing for what the government is. That is to protect the people, to secure the people. Start standing that makes sure that anybody that's sick have access to health care. Start standing that everybody who needs education get it, in a good education. Not be programmed, but given the education that will give them the ability to think, to criticize, to analyze, to do things, to create. I'm asking you to do that kind of things, to guarantee that everybody would have a job, that they can participate, that you're not taking aid. And the next thing, let me say it before I forget it, get rid of the feds. Get rid of that Federal Reserve. Get rid of that Federal Reserve. I don't care what you say. I don't care what powers you have given that institution. I'm telling you, you will have to get rid of it. You must get rid of it, or it will choke the hell out of you. You've got to do it, ladies and gentlemen. And if you make me the next president of the United States, I will step up there with one thing in mind, with the power that you've given me, just like you gave it to them. And they might have taken 200 or 300 or 400 years or 500 years or since the beginning of time to come to this. But I'm not trying to wait till the end of time to get rid of it. As far as I'm concerned, the end of time is here. And it's time for a new time. And that new time starts with you and I, with a new vision, a new direction. And it is our government, and not these rich people's government. People all over the world talking about what? New world order. talking about globalism. All of that stuff is about money. It's about getting money and trying to control people and manipulate people and turn people into what you want them to be, while it lifts you up in the position of royalty, queen, king, and its heirs. Heirs always down from God, you say. All of that junk. But you're rich. And you got money. You got people captured by money. I want all that stuff to end. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you one thing I got on my side. I know what I'm talking about is true. Now, I really don't expect you to vote for me. First of all, look at me. You think that in order for me to be someone that you can consider serious, I got to have on a necktie, just like George Bush. I got to be able to speak clearly and distinct, like Barack Obama. I got to be able to smile and shake everybody's hand and lie to you when both of your agendas are different. I'm not doing that. I'm telling you right now, every American citizen right now, I don't care if you're rich or poor, you're on the path to hell. Every American citizen, let me tell you right now, I don't care whether you're rich or poor, black or white, man or woman, gay or straight, you're on a path to hell. And you're destined to get there unless you change your mind. We have been given in this position choice to go the way we are going or to change it. Somewhere down the line, they try to tell you that the Constitution gave you certain rights. The Constitution might have given you certain rights, but the Constitution did not make you free, keep you free. The Constitution in itself was a demonic. It was better, you would think, for many people than it is today. But for a lot of people, it was just as worse then as it is now. And so I'm not going to brag about no stinking tail Constitution. I'm going to brag on what's right. And what is right? This is what's right. That you enjoy your life. And your life does not, your enjoyment does not mount on the shoulders of suffering of others. Now, America, I know you don't like what I said. You might not even care. Because I didn't say it like I'm from Yale. I said it like I'm from the streets. But it's true nevertheless. You might not like me, but one thing I got on you is this. I'm not just a social scientist, and I'm not just a spokesman, an advocate for basic human rights for all people. I'm one who desires to be a martyr, to live in the middle of this hellhole. I don't care who you are and how great you think you are and how much you got. This is a hellhole. And in this hellhole, I want to be one trying to clean this sucker up, and I'm looking for some support. And if I can't clean this sucker up, I don't want to die except get blown the hell out of here. Yes, I want to be a martyr. I want to go down saying Eddie decided that he wasn't not going to live in this hellhole and some demon came and shot him. Well, you don't want to shoot me? Cut my head off. I don't give a heck. But I will have what I am demanding. You, the people, might turn your back against me. That's on you. But I will stand up for what I believe in. And that in itself gives me the joy. I know you who are listening to me think that I should be afraid, but let me tell you, as I say these things, joy is running through every vein in my body. Because I got the victory. And it is that victory that I want to share with you. So, I'm not a Republican, I'm not a Democrat. Those are tools of Satan. I'm not in any of these other parties. They are tools of Satan too. I don't think they were designed to be tools of Satan. I think they were designed to do something that the Republican Party and Democratic Party had failed to do. But even in its efforts to do something different, it still will not do what it is required to meet the needs of you, the people. So I say, ladies and gentlemen, you can play this back over again. You can keep a picture of me in my mind, in your mind. And when you hear that Eddie Marcus has been shot, let me tell you something. I wasn't shot by some crazy person. I want you to know that every act of terrorism that happens around here, except maybe when a citizen who has had to violate the laws to try to survive is accosted by some police and kill a police officer and think he's doing something fantastic, to him that gives him joy. But what I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, you and I together, we can take down the Federal Reserve. We can change this government and change people like John McCain who gonna call you scum of the earth because you see a joke up there who's been selling your country out selling your citizens out, your mother and your daddy, your kinfolks, selling them out to a new world order. Ain't thinking about you. And this senator, representing the people of the United States of America, called you scum of the earth. He didn't call that man who was selling you out, who's selling your family out, who's selling the America out. He didn't call him scum. Why? He's been in that Congress. He's a, he's been there all his life, it seems. Ever since he got out of the military, he's been right there. Why didn't he go in there and stay 2 years and come out and let somebody else go in there? Because you, the American people, didn't care. They convinced you that they could take care of it. And the reason they did that is because the powers that are in place that constitute this whole matter has been there all the time. You didn't see them. And right now, most of you refuse to wake up. But that's an end game that's left in your hands. For me, America, you are satanic. You are satanic. This thing about money proves that you are satanic. This thing about killing proves that you are satanic. This thing about the suffering that people go through in this nation without health care and good education proves that you are satanic. And when somebody like me stands up and tell you about it, you want to kill us, proves that you are satanic. And when people like Martin Luther King, Gandhi, Malcolm X are killed by this government, whether it's the CIA, FBI, or whomever they've chosen to do it, and we the people sit back on our lawns, it proves that we are demonic. I'll leave it there. Take it for what it's worth. Bye-bye.